Okay, I need a break from this thing for a while. It's really starting to fuck me off. Still trying to get air out of the fuel system of it. So just gonna turn my attention to something new for a minute. This little baby. This is a sureweld diesel generator. She's got 2,228 hours on the clock. It comes with a 32 amp single phase outlet, 230 volt, and these 110 volt. Again, a 32 and I think a 16. So the story with this thing is it has been sitting pretty much since late 2012. This was my father-in-law's. Unfortunately, he passed away in November 2012, and this thing sat pretty much since then. I started it once, which I think would have been about January 2013, and it hasn't run since. Had to cut through quite a lot of undergrowth just to get the door of the building open to get this thing out. See where the specification tag is on this thing. We'll take a look at it. It's around here somewhere. There it is. So it is 4.4 kilowatt, 230, 115. Rated current 19.1 amps. That must be the rating then on 110. IP protection, IP23, right. So sitting in a damp building won't have done this thing any good. And you're the manufacturer 2008. So can't exactly remember when he bought this thing, but must have been 2008, 2009. So gonna rip the covers off it and we'll have a look at it. Now, you might be wondering why I'm taking on another project when I have so many unfinished ones in here at the moment. Well, I need this. I need to put up a steel building and I need some power down there to weld. So, I'm going to get my impact gun and let's whip the covers off this thing and have a look. Okay, let's have a detailed look at this thing with the covers off. Now, first things first, the sound deadening material has just fallen apart. That is absolutely everywhere in here, including unfortunately inside the cover. So I think the first thing I need to do is get all that out. There's a lot of it accumulated here around the cooling fan and things. So this is not going to be good if we fire this thing up the way it is. Battery is shot, as you'd imagine. Thing is slightly damp inside, not. Hopefully not too bad, so I think we'll just start with clearing. I'll show you in there. It's just my light. Yeah. That is just nasty. There's a pile of it I pulled out earlier. Other side is more the same. The electrics certainly have seen a bit of damp, but it mightn't be too bad, so I'm going to just clean them up. I'm hoping the generator is reasonably dry. It's actually 6 kVA, 6.5. So hopefully that's not too bad. There's a lot of grease and crap down here and diesel. So yeah, probably the easiest thing is just rip all this out of here and take the covers off, remove all the sound deadening. So I think it's it's inside the top as well. So I'm going to have to disconnect the diesel tank and remove everything. Yeah, and take the whole lot of it out of there, because if I start this machine, it's just going to come apart, absolutely destroy it. Could be conductive as well when it's so damp. So safest bet is just get rid of it. do the same with all this tin work. I'll remove what I can, bag it up, and I'll take the side panels away then and give them a thorough steam clean. So I guess better remove the lifting eye, handles, remove the diesel tank. We'll just strip this thing down completely, clean it out thoroughly. If we find afterwards that it's a bit on the noisy side, we can just fit some aftermarket sound deadening. Alrighty, that's most of the panel work off it. So before I go any further, I'm going to get a rubber sack and start scraping this crap out of here, and then I'll disconnect the diesel tank, which is only sitting on top of the generator at the moment, and take out that centerpiece and give that a clean as well. And we'll load the whole lot of it in the Range Rover and go to my neighbour's place and steam clean it. Okay, that's it. We're taking down to the rear frame pretty much, apart from the rear panel. Let's see if we can get that off as well. So I think one of the mounts is rotted out as well, the rubber on it, because I just managed to push the whole assembly sideways, so I'll have to deal with that. But the first thing now is finish cleaning off the crap off the panels, and I'll take them away and steam clean them. We'll come back and see how we look. Start cleaning up this engine a bit. Let's block that fuel intake and try and get all the shite out of it. We'll pull the cover on the generator, see how it looks. Alright, decided I might as well go whole hog and just pull her from the frame altogether. There was a lot of oil and things in here, and I wanted to check the mounts, see what was going on with them. See that one? I think that was loose. They've kind of disintegrated on us, so I'm going to make new ones out of some bushes I have. So hopefully she'll stay there for the moment. Let's see, it's dripping. Yeah, it's just filthy. So load up the rest of the tin work, go and steam clean it. Your filter's never been serviced. I have to get a new one of those. Okay, and so the generator's not looking too bad. There's a lot of, I think, probably oil and things in here, but doesn't seem to be any serious corrosion. I don't think there's much in the way of moisture, so it's probably safe enough to crank it up. So we'll start close it up. Let's try and get maybe some of the gunge out this side and close it up and drop it back in the frame. Okay, well, this thing's out of the frame. Rather than destroying our nice clean bottom end again, I'm gonna sling it onto the loader, lift it up, and pull the drain plug in the sump. Now we give this thing an oil change while it's out. Easier, cleaner to do now. The filter in this thing is a reusable one, so I'm going to pull that and give it a clean. But I pick it up and I'm going to drain it, take it from there. So that is the reusable gauze filter that's in that engine. So I'm going to wash that with a bit of petrol and that should clean it up. We'll stick it back in. Okay, I've cleaned the filter with a little bit of gas and blew it out then with compressed air. So I'm going to bolt it back in there. And I'm not going to fill the engine until I drop it back in the frame, so I know it's level and I can get the correct levels in it. Okay, let's wheel the base in under this thing, drop it on there, bolt it down, and we'll start feeding it up. No point in installing a brand new air filter in this filthy housing, so I'm going to take it off, give it a clean. It's a big improvement. A couple of minutes, little shot of carb cleaner, rubbed it with a lot and then blew it out with compressed air. So if you're replacing a filter, always check your housing. I mean, for the sake of a few minutes work, it's worth making sure that it is spotless so that you don't wreck your new filter. Okay, just grab the cover for that. Job done. Okay, it's in the frame, it's bolted down, it's level. So I gotta fill the engine up with oil before I finish for the night, just so I don't come back to it and forget all about it. So I've got the world's smallest funnel. I'm gonna put that in there, and I'm going to give her some of the Shell 1540 that we put in the Detroit. Yeah, it is. It's the world's smallest funnel. It's going to take forever. Pretty much there. So I'm going to shut the doors for the night. Catch you all in the morning. Okay, that's the main unit back in the frame. Didn't quite finish off topping off the oil last night, so I'll just throw some into it and gonna set the camera down and then we'll start bolting this thing together. Okay, so to get the fuel down here, removing this little bleed screw wasn't enough. I actually did disconnect the filter, get it as far as the filter, and then crack this again. The rest of the air came out, so we got diesel here now. Going to pull the leads out the other side where I'll have a bit more reach and connect the battery with spindle. Okay, just to be on the safe side, just brought my jump lead over here onto the frame of the building just to earth the unit. So I'll pull out the leads now, connect the battery. Okay, so that just seemed to be the last of the air coming out of the system. It's firing up and running properly now, so I'm going to try on at least one of the covers on it. I might just try on this side, quieten it down a small bit, and we'll see if we've got voltage. Okay, so the 110 side is definitely working. Just plugged the 110 drill into it there and tested it. I'm getting voltage on 230 now. It's a little low, but I think when I put it under load, it'll probably pick up a bit. I'm not going to plug a load into it this evening because I need to make an adapter to go from the 32 amp socket that's fitted to it. But as well as that, there's no earth leakage breaker. That's just a standard double pole C-type breaker and the supplying that socket. So I am going to make a lead with probably a B20 RCBO on there so that we have earth leakage protection. So I'm not going to plug anything else into it until I've done that. I'm going to have to get a battery as well that fits in here, but I'm happy that the thing works. Since we're running a lot better now that it's purged the air out of the system. I'm not going to put the covers back on here fully now until such time as I have a battery to put in there. Plus I'm going to drill a hole in the side cover there and put a battery switch in it. I really don't like leaving stuff sitting around with batteries connected. It's nice to be able to just turn that switch off. So yeah, when I get it to work, I will stick a voltmeter on it as well, the voltmeter in the front. Doesn't seem to be working. I can have a look at it, see what the problem is, but I'll get a voltmeter on it and see how stable it is. So that's it for the moment. Just a note, if you're working on generators or using generators, if you're in any doubt about the electrical side, make sure you consult an electrician. These things can be dangerous. You need to be very careful as well with regards to earthing. You can see in this one there's an earth stud there, and read the manufacturer's recommendations about earthing. If you're using it for backup for your house, make sure again you consult a registered electrical contractor to make sure that the thing is connected right. Otherwise you can get a feedback onto the line when you're using it for backup, and you could put the lives of linemen trying to do repairs at risk and things. So be careful. If you don't know, ask somebody who does. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Huge thanks to my mother-in-law as well for letting me have this generator and letting me work on it. As I say, got some work to do around here with it. We need to build a shed for my wife's horses. So I'll bring you a video of that as well. You can see the generator in action. It should be down there running the welder, so I can do some welding on the steel for that building. So that's it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button below. Make sure you like the video if you enjoyed what you saw, and why don't you drop a comment down below, let me know what you think of what I've done here, and just drop in to say hello, let me know who you're watching for. So that's it for the moment. Thanks again for watching, guys. See you in the next video.